This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you this incredible roulette strategy today. One of my subscribers, Sarvesh, said that he came up with a way to play Martingale where you don't have to go past an $80 bet and keep doubling. So it's a hybrid system that changes once you get from 10 to 20 to 40 to 80. I can't wait to share that with you. And also, he said that he combined this with the Play Like a Pro system, which is even better. And let's go ahead and can't wait to share this with you. He said he's been winning nonstop and wants you guys to win as well. And here we go. So we're going to start with, let's see, we need to spin without betting just to get going here. We need 2 of the outside bets to bet against. For those of you that haven't used Play Like a Pro, that's how that works. So you could use 1 to 18, even, red, black, odd, or 19 to 36 with this. And right now we have 2 reds, so we could bet black, and or we have 2 19 to 36, so we could bet 1 to 18. So let's go ahead and let's go 1 to 18 for 10. And the way this system's going to start out is it's like normal Martingale till you get to $80. So we would double 10, 20, 40, 80 if we have losses. And then I'll share with you his incredible way of retrieving those losses after we get to past that $80 level. So let's go ahead and find our next bet. Looks like we need to spin without betting. And you don't have to do that a lot with Play Like a Pro, but occasionally you have to do it a few times. And what we're looking for is 2 to bet against. So we have 2 black, so we could go red now. So we're going to go red for 10. And here we go. So we're going to double on losses till we get to $80. And that's a win, though. So when we win, we stay at 10. And let's see here. We need to spin again. And normally you don't have to spin this many times. This is just every once in a while you have one of the, don't have something to bet against. So now we have 2 1 to 18s. We can do 19 to 36 now for 10. And for those of you that didn't see the original Play Like a Pro system, you can go back and watch it. But basically, it's all 6 outside bets, and you're looking for 2 things to bet against. The more you watch, I think the more you'll get the hang of that. And now we need to spin one more time here after that win. And here we go. Okay, that's a double 0. So when that happens, you need to get 2 fresh spins. So here's the first one. Then we'll get one more here and we'll get going again. You want to get that 0 out of the equation. We don't want zeros, and that's a 29 black. So let's see what we have to bet on. It looks like we need to spin one more time. Again, you need 2 to bet against out of all 6 of those outside bets. Any of them can work. That's a 29 black. Okay, so now we could bet red or 1 to 18. Let's go ahead and bet red for 10. And here we go. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay, we lost that one, so we're going to go to 20 on red. And again, we're going to play normal Martingale till we get to 80. So if we were to lose at 20, we're going to go to 40. Okay, that's another loss. Okay, so now we're going to go to 40 on red. And I'm actually glad we're getting a few losses so I can show you how this retrieval system works once we do get to an 80, after we lose at 80 if we do. But on this one we won, so we'll reset to 10 now. It won't take too long before we get there, I'm sure, but let's see. Now we have 2 low numbers, 1 to 18. Let's go 19 to 36 now. We're up $40, and here we go. So it's normal Play Like a Pro until you get to an $80 bet and lose. Okay, so we won again, and we're up 50. And normally if you play Martingale, after 80, you go to 160. We're going to actually be reducing the size of the bet after we lose at 80, and I'm going to show you how it works. So after that win, we have 2 reds. We could bet black. Actually, we need to go black. So let's go black for 10, and we're up $50. Here we go. And it's probably really exciting for those of you that really don't like Martingale, that don't like to, place the big bets after you get, up that level. So I think you're really going to enjoy this. The last 2 are 19 to 36. So now we're going to go 1 to 18. We're currently up $60. And here we go. That's an 8 black. That's a win. So now we're going to go red or odd, and that's because the last two are even, and the last two are black. So let's go odd actually this time. All right, 10 on odd. Here we go. Okay, we lost that one, so we're going to 20. So $20 on odd. And here we go. It's another loss, so now we're going to go to 40. Okay, let's see what we get at 40. Okay, we got the win there. Okay, so now let's go to black for 10. And we're up $80. And if we don't make it past 80, I'm going to share with you it as well. It's a really cool way of retrieving the losses and restarting. And there's another win there. So after that last win there, you can see we're up $90. And let's find our next bet. We can go 1 to 18 for 10 because the last two are 19 to 36. And here we go. All right. Okay, we got the win there. And now we have 3 odd in a row, so we can go even now for 10. We're up $100. And here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a win. So now we need to spin without betting for the first time in a while because we don't have 2 to bet against out of the 6 outside bets. That's a 15 black. Okay, so we can go red now. Let's go red for 10. And here we go. Okay, we got the win there. And if we don't get those losses 10, 20, 40, 80, and this, I'll just simulate and show you how. But let's see. Let's go even now for 10. And the last two are odd, so that's why we're going even. And we lost that one, so now we'll go to 20. And here we go. And this is going to be a way to use math to retrieve these losses without increasing the size of the bets. And it's really cool. So now we're going to go from 20 to 40 and spin. That is a 5 red. Okay, that's a loss at 40. So now, if we lose at 80, then we will be going into this new recovery method. And that's a 17 black. Okay, so we lost at 80. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to add up everything that we have lost. And we have actually lost more than 30 on this one. We're going to add up the bets. We got 10, 20, 40, 80. So if you add those up, if you add the 80 plus the 40, that gives you 120. And then plus 20 is 140, and then plus 10 is 150. So what you do is you take the 150 divided by 3, and that gets your next bet, which will be $50. So now we'll be on even for 50. And let's spin. All right. And we lost again. So when that happens, you add the 50 plus the 150 that we had lost for 200, and you divide that by 3. So then if you take 200 divided by 3, the closest you're going to get is around $70. So it can't, as long as it's close, it'll work. So the next bet's going to be $70. And we need to get 2 fresh spins before we do that. And here we go. And then I'm going to explain to you how this works here in a second, because it really is cool how it works without increasing the bets. And that's a 35 black. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Anytime you get a 0, let's start some fresh bets. But we're still at the $70 level. Let's go 1 to 18 now. Okay, $70 on 1 to 18. Here we go. And we lost again. So now we're going to take the 200 we were down plus the 70 for 270. We're going to divide that by 3, and that is $90. So now we're going to be on 1 to 18 for 90. And you're probably saying, well, how's this going to make it all up? I'm going to share it with you here in a second. And there's a 7 red. Okay, so all it takes by using this divide 3 method to work is that we have to win 3 in a row before we reset. So now we find a new bet though, and remember we only have 1 win in a row at $90. So now we're going to go even for 90. Okay, and also need to keep track of how much money you were down. So we know that we were 270, and now we are back to 180. And you can look at our total, but that doesn't include the wins. So we're keeping track of how much we're down on this session. So we're going to go for our second win in a row at 90. And here we go. And we lost. So, I'm sorry, we won. I was looking at what I was just adding up there. So, okay, so now we only need one more, and we need to find a new bet, and one more will get us back to where we were supposed to be, and then restart the Martingale. If we lose, then we basically take how much we're down, which we were down 180. Now after that bet, we are only down 90 in this session. So basically, if we were to lose this one, then we would be down the 90 we were down plus the 90 we would lose. We'd be back at 180 loss, and then we divide by 3 again. So let's go ahead and find a new bet. So we need to spin here. And I'm going to play for a little bit so you guys get a good understanding of this. I know you have to use some math, which not everybody loves, but what this does is it keeps you from having to really increase those bets. And now we're going to be, let's go ahead, we can go odd or red. Let's go red, and we're at $90. If we get the win, we restart. If we don't get the win, then we'll be back down 180. We'll divide that by 3, and then we'll have a $60 bet. So here we go. So let's go ahead and spin red for 90. And we lost. So now we're down 180. We divide that by 3, and that gets us $60. So now we're back to $60 bets. And let's spin and get 2 fresh ones after that 0. Anytime there's a 0, go ahead and find a new bet. And let's get 2 more spins in here. But now we're at $60 bets because we're down 180 in this session, and we divided that by 3. We're going to have a $60 bet. Okay, we need one more spin here for the Play Like a Pro to have 2 to bet against. Okay, that's a 13 black. Okay, so now we're going to go, we can go red or we can go 19 to 36. Let's go red. And now we need 3 wins in a row at 60, but it's really important to keep track of how much we're down here. So, and that is a 6 black. Okay, so we lost 60. We were down 180, and now we're at 240. We divide that by 3, and that's an $80 bet. So now we're going to have an $80 bet on red. All right, here we go. So we're currently down 240 on this session, and we got the win. So now we're trying to get 3 in a row wins at $80. So now let's find a new bet. We've got 1 win. We need to spin without betting here. And then our losses just went from 240 down to 160. Okay, so now we can go 1 to 18 for 80. And this is our second attempt to try to win 3 in a row here. So here we go. And that's a loss. So we go from 160 back down to 240 loss, and then we divide that by 3. That's $80 bet on the next one. Let's get 2 fresh ones here. Look at that, another double 0. Okay, let's spin again. 13 black. Okay, let's spin again. And the reason I haven't been showing you the balance, which I will show you here in a second, is because we're going off of how much we're down in this session, not total, because we were up before we started losing. So now we have, let's go 19 to 36, because we had 2 1 to 18s. And remember, we're going to have an $80 bet because we took 240 divided by 3. And here we go. And the goal is to win 3 in a row. So here we go. That's a 34 red. Okay, we got 1. So now let's go odd, because the last 2 are even, for our next bet at 80. But we also need to realize we're only down 160 now. But we need to get 3 wins in a row. So here's our second one. You always have to keep track of this, of how much you're down in this session with this one. Okay, we got a win. Okay, so now we need 1 more win. And that takes us from down 160 to down 80. And now we need 1 more win here. So we're going to place an $80 bet. We can go, well, we need to go black, it looks like. So let's go black, because we have 3 reds. And here we go. And we got it. So now we restart the Martingale. If we had lost that one, we would have gone from 80 down to 160. Then we would have divided by 3, and that would have been our next bet. And you have to win 3 in a row. If you don't win 3 in a row, you keep track of how much you're down, and every time you lose, you divide by 3, and that's your next bet. So here we go. So this is definitely something that you're going to want to practice. You can see now we're up $120. This is something you're going to want to practice, and let's see, let's go with 19 to 36 for 10. And you're going to want to make sure you practice this before you go to the casino, because you have to get used to keeping track of how much you're down. And that's a loss, so we'll go to 20. And remember, now we're back in just normal Martingale 10, 20, 40, 80, and unless we're in the retrieval part of it. But now we're going to go to 40 again on 19 to 36. And it's really a great way to not have super large bets when you're playing Martingale. So now we have an $80 bet on 19 to 36. And here we go. And we lost again. So now we are minus 150 again. And we divide that by 3. We have a $50 bet coming. But we need 2 fresh ones to start again. Because we hit the 0. So let's get those out there. All right, here we go. That's a 19 red. Okay, so we can go even or black with these last 2 numbers here to bet against. Let's go ahead and let's go even. And remember, we're at $50. We need to get 3 wins in a row. And here we go. So in this session, we're down 150. Remember that, it's the session. And okay, we got a win, so we go 50 again on even. But we adjust and we realize we're only down 100 now. So here we go. So let's, but we need to find a new bet. So we're going to go 1 to 18 now for 50. Let me clear that out. And that's because the last 3 are 19 to 36. And let me make sure that's at 50. Okay, so we're currently down 100 in this session. This is our second bet. Double 0. So we're back to 150 again. So that means we're sticking with $50 bets. And we need to find a new bet. So let's get 2 fresh ones here. We're back to minus 150. Another 0. Look at that. Can you imagine what would be happening if we were playing normal Martingale right now? We'd be in all kinds of trouble. So here we go. We need 1 more spin to get rid of those zeros. And here we go. Okay, that's a 26 black. So now we can go 1 to 18. And remember, we're at $50 bets. And let's spin. So we're minus 150 in this session. And that's a 17 black. That's a win. So that takes us back to minus 100. And we're going to try to win 3 in a row. All right, here we go. That's 11 black. That's another win. So that takes us from minus 100 to minus 50. And we're going to try to get the 3rd in a row now. And I'm sorry, we needed to get a new bet there. Sorry about that. So after that win, so let's go red for 50, or we can go 19 to 36. Let's see. Let's go 19 to 36. And if you do make a mistake, just keep on rolling with it. The main thing is you keep track of how much you're down. And there we go. We got 3 in a row. Okay. So now we got 3 in a row. We restart with Martingale. And we're back up 120. So let's find, we need to spend once here to have 2 to bet against. And here we go. That's a 35 black. Okay, so we can go 1 to 18 now for 10. And hopefully now we can start making some money with the 10, 20, 40, 80 Martingale. A lot of times you can go really long time without losing that. But we lost the first one there. But then other times you can lose right at the beginning. So then you need the retrieval process. And I hope you are starting to pick up on that now. I know there's a little math involved, but if you can do it, it keeps you from having to place those really large bets. So we lost at 10, we lost at 20, now we're at 40 on 1 to 18. Okay, we got it. So now we can go black for 10, and we're up 130. Now let's see if we can make some money using the Martingale part of this. And here we go. That's a 35 black. That's a win. So now we have 2 odds in a row. Let's go even for 10. And now we're up 140. Here we go. Okay, that's a 36 red. Okay, now we're going to go 1 to 18 for 10. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Play Like a Pro, we're picking one of the 6 outside bets that with 2 to bet against. So we're going 1 to 18 because the last 2 are 19 to 36. And if any of those 6 outside bets had 2 to bet against, then we'd be able to pick those. So there's a 5 red. That's another win. See, now we're picking up some cash with the Martingale part of this. We're up 160, and let's go black for 10. Here we go. Okay, we got the win. Okay, so we'll go 19 to 36 for 10 now because the last 2 are 1 to 18. We're up $170. That's a 26 black. Another win. So now we can go red for 10 because the last 2 are black. And here we go. Then we'll check our balance again. That's a 32 red. That's a win. Currently we are up $190. And one thing to remember, once you go past 80, remember it's session, how much you're down in session profit, not total. So when you get up a lot, you're not factoring in how much you won before that session. So here we go, 1 to 18 for 10. Okay, we won. And one easy way to remember that, though, is it's always going to be $150, 10, 20, 40, 80. So you're always, divide that by 3, you're always going to have a $50 bet to start after you lose. It's then after that that you need to keep track of how much you're down session-wise. We're up 200 now. Let's go ahead and go, we can go odd or black. Let's go black for 10. Okay, that's a red 12. So we'll go 20 on black. And here we go. That's an 18 red. Okay, we'll go 40 on black. We're just going up to 80. Okay, but we got the win there, so we're all good. We start back at 10. Now we're up to 10. Each time we get a win, you're picking up an extra $10 unit. And let's go 19 to 36 for 10, because the last 1, 2, 3, 4 are 1 to 18. That's even better than 2 to bet against, 4 to bet against. And we did lose though, so now we're going to go to 20 on 19 to 36. Here we go. Okay, we got it. And now we have 2 red or 3 odd. Let's go even, because we actually have 3 odd. And we're up to 20. We're back to 10. Again, it's just going to go 10, 20, 40, 80. And then the retrieval process would start after that. And there's a win. Now let's go 1 to 18 for 10. And we're up to 30. Here we go. And we got it. That's a 13 black. Okay, so now we're up to 40. And let's spin without betting for the first time in a while. Sometimes you go a long time without needing to. Other times you have to do them back to back. It just depends. There's a 19 red. So we can go 19 to 36 for 10, because we have the last 2 that are 1 to 18. Okay, that's a 29 black. That's a win. So now we can go even, because the last 2 are odd. Or we could go 1 to 18, either way. Let's go ahead and let's actually go, let's go 1 to 18 for 10. Here we go. We got it. All right. Okay, so now we can go red, because the last 2 are black. We're up $260, taking advantage of the Martingale parts of this system. And it's nice that you can't go past, you can't double past $80. And let's go 19 to 36 now. After the last 2 1 to 18s, we're currently up $270. And here we go. That's a 25 red. That's a win. So now we can go even or black. Let's go ahead and go black for 10. Here we go. Let's see what we get here. And we got it. 20 black. Okay, we can go 19 or 1 to 18 now, after the last 2 were 19 to 36. So here we go, 1 to 18 for 10. And we lost that one. Okay, so we'll go to 20. Here we go, 20 on 1 to 18. And we got it. That's a 13 black. So now we can go red, because the last 3 are black. We're up $300. So Sarvesh, this is working really well. We're getting the benefits of the Martingale plus the benefits of the retrieval process. And one thing I want to share with you too is, if you hit a 0 and you're early in a progression using Martingale, just take the loss and restart. So let's do that. It's a good lesson for the day. Instead of doubling here, let's go ahead and get 2 fresh spins. And anywhere early in the sequence in Martingale, just go ahead and restart and take a little bit of a loss. Well, it only cost us $10 to do this, and we're going to get fresh numbers. Get that 0 out of the equation. I don't know how many times, see what I'm talking about? Once a 0 hits, a lot of times it wreaks havoc. And a lot of the really bad things that happen when you're playing roulette happen right after a 0 hits. It's almost like it's a trigger for bad things to happen. Unless you're one of those people that bets on the zeros, then it's good, obviously. So let's get some fresh numbers. Let's take a $10 loss, and let's go ahead and reset. So the last 2 are even and black. We could go. Let's go red, actually, for $10. Again, we just took that $10 loss. But if we get a win here, we'll be right back to where we were before. And we didn't, risk all the bad things that can happen with the zeros. So, okay, we got a win. You can see now we've already got that $10 back. We're at 300. Now let's go odd after all those evens there. And we'll go odd for 10. Okay, we got it. So now we're at up 310. And let's see here. Okay, so we can go black now for 10 after the last two reds. Okay, we lost that one. Okay, and we'll go black for 20. Okay, that's a loss, so we'll go to 40. Here we go. This might be a red run here. Nope, we got lucky. We hit a black 22. It tried to go red, didn't it? So now we're up $320. We can go odd after the last three evens. So odd for 10. And we got it. So there we go. Now we can go. Now we need to spin without betting for the first time in a while. And then we'll go over everything again. And look at that. 0. That saved us there. So then you just get two fresh numbers. Get those zeros out of the way. They seem to always be involved with things that wreck your roulette game. Like I said, unless you're someone that bets on zeros. And here we go. That's a 21 red. Okay, so we still don't have anything. Let's spin one more time. We need 2 to bet against out of all 6 outside bets. And that's a 10 black. Okay, still don't have anything. Let's spin one more time. Look at that, and that saved us too. Not even betting during these zeros. That's awesome. So then we need 2 fresh ones again. And it's almost seeming like it's wanting to turn on us here. So, you know, that's a good sign that it's almost time to cash out. We were up a lot. Let's see what we get here. That's a 24 black. So the next bet could be odd or it could be red. Let's go ahead and go odd for 10. All right, here we go. Okay, even. So we'll go to 20 on odd. Here we go. That's another loss. Okay, so then we'll go to 40 on odd. And we got it. So, all right, so now we're up $340. I think this is a good time to end the session, but I'm going to go over everything one more time. Again, you start this with 10, 20, 40, 80 Martingale. If you lose at 80, the next bet's going to be 50 because you add up how much you've lost. That's 10, 20, 40, 80. That's 150, and you always divide by 3. So that's a $50 bet. If you lose the next one, all of a sudden now you're down 200. You need to divide by 3 to get your next bet. If you lost the next one, you would add that to how much you were down, divide by 3, that's your next bet. And what you need is to win 3 in a row before you restart. So I hope that makes sense to you. If not, you can rewind this and you know, watch the 2 or 3 times I went through it during the video. And it's a great way to play where you get the benefits of Martingale without the continual doubling after $80. So thank you, Sarvesh, for sending this one in. And thank you to all of you guys, everyone that's been sending stuff in or sending modifications in or just comments as well. I love it all. So, you know, keep sending it in. That's what makes it fun for me. And I really love seeing all the new stuff sent in every day from all the smart people on this channel. And I love seeing you guys' comments. So keep it up. Also, if you haven't joined the TRM fan club yet, it's only 99 cents per month. You can join that by clicking on the link in the description or by clicking join on the homepage. And I really appreciate everyone's support. You guys are fantastic. And also, too, if you're having trouble navigating the channel with all these videos, there's some playlists you can click on if you go to playlists. Also, if you want to start participating in the polls that we have every day, if you like polls, you might check it out. It's on the community page every single day, same time as the videos release at 8 a.m. And let me know if you like the polls and comment if you want to, or just just answer on the polls. If you just enjoy doing that part of it, that's fantastic as well. And really just happy with this great community. So thank you guys for everything. And last thing, I'm posting every video on Facebook now. So if you use Facebook, please follow the Roulette Master on Facebook. And every day the videos are going to be posted on there as well. So thank you guys, and again, thank you to Sarvesh for sending this modified Martingale system in, and it's definitely much safer than traditional Martingale. And we won $340 in a pretty quick session. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.